Avalanche is absolutely dominating right now, and we're going to get into exactly why that is, including Alex Becker and Elio Trades launching a project on Avalanche. So without further ado, we're going to cover a lot of details, including the latest updates in the ecosystem, and the summit is ongoing right now as well. So we may have some updates in the not so distant future, and you're going to want to stay tuned to the very end. With that being said, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so the last video I did was about the arena over there on Avalanche and Pixelmon as well. And since then, the arena has been popping off. People have been launching tokens like crazy. The metrics and the transactions on chain, on C-Chain especially, have been going wild on Avalanche. And you can see here, Pixelmon, of course, we did a video about that, where they moved to Avalanche, and all their future games are going to be launching on Avalanche. That's a huge move. And next up is Black Hole. So Black Hole is another huge update. And it says here that it's the ultimate liquidity and trading hub for all blockchain projects on Avalanche. And they did a whole thread about it, of course, of like exactly what that is. And it's a DEX, and we're not going to get into all of that. But Leo Trades did do a video over on his bio, or his X account, about why they are doing it. So it's a pretty interesting thesis. He basically says that they kind of had the attention side figured out with Superverse, and now they're working on the liquidity side of the barbell, as he says, for, the black hole deck. So with that said, they got both sides covered. Pretty interesting. That's going to be a lot more attention and eyeballs over there on Avalanche now. And I could see this coming to a head, where bringing in more people over there to the Avalanche ecosystem with all the different upgrades like Etna, and they're still working on the C chain to make it the fastest EVM chain out there, period. So with that said, another update from the gaming side of things. We had Mongrel from, if you don't know who Mongrel is, he basically won the Dookie Dash contest and won a key, or was one of the winners of a key, and sold it for $1.6 million. And he's actually best known for Fortnite, being a sweat in Fortnite. And yeah, he's pretty up there in terms of like names in Fortnite and being well known and respected. So he partnered up with OpenSea, but they were playing off the grid just the other day. So that's more attention again on a game based on Avalanche. Now, with that said, we have Mash over here updating us on the rest of the gaming ecosystem. Maple Story launches a $200,000 Twitch and YouTube stream campaign. And Play Off the Grid brings 20K new users to the mainnet. And DApp Radar reveals a Play Off the Grid market tracker for those that are interested in the NFT sales, which is pretty dope. And Paradise Tycoon beta had 1.2, I think that's supposed to be million installs right here via this graphic. So that is pretty wild as well. But let's move over to Maple Story. We had Hennessy's L1 on chain metrics. So this is their layer 1 on Avalanche. Accounts in total 1.8 million. That is crazy. So a daily account created in the last 24 hours is over 600K. New accounts created 297,000, which is a lot. And then the rest of the metrics are there. And this was just a few days ago, 4 days ago. So yeah, it's getting pretty crazy there. So as you can see, something we're going to continue to monitor. But on the RWA side and the more institutional side, actually big things are happening over there as well. So it says here, Securitize and VanEck are bringing treasuries on chain. Now, if you don't know what Securitize is, it's backed by BlackRock. So obviously it's the biggest fund in the world by far. And with that said, they're backing Securitize. And it says, today we're proud to announce the launch of VBill, VanEck's first tokenized fund issued via Securitize, backed by short-term US treasuries, now live across Avax and a few others, which is pretty cool to see. And another piece of news from Securitize, BlackRock backed S-Buildle, issued by Securitize, is now live on Euler. It's S-Buildle's first ever direct integration, DeFi integration, curated by RE7 Labs and are on Avax. So yeah, there's some pretty big names coming into the space that are moving into the Avalanche ecosystem at scale. So RWAs are going to be huge, and everything's going to be tokenized. Like, it's obviously one of the biggest sectors in all of crypto. And then you have all these daily transactions happening. I mean, this was just on the 12th, about a week ago. It says activity across the Avalanche network is surging, with milestones achieved on May 11th, 2025. Almost 11 million daily transactions, an all-time high. Almost 1 million active addresses, highest since June 2023, and nearly 30 million contracts deployed and growing. So as you can see, as more subnets and more activity is happening on chain, it's pushing these numbers to all-time highs pretty much. So with that said, there's a lot more subnets that are going to be launched that are going to add to this transaction counts, active addresses, and the list goes on, right? So there is a lot going on that you definitely want to be paying attention to, including the summit. So they are having the summit right now in London. So maybe though, perhaps we'll get some more news out of the summit. I will try to keep you guys updated here on X or YouTube. So you want to make sure you turn on noties. Breaking news, we have Spellborn joining the Avalanche ecosystem. It looks like here we'll probably be partnering with the Black Hole Dex for the upcoming launch of Born Token, our official trading and liquidity hub on Avalanche. So this looks like it may be one of the first games on Black Hole. We may see a slew of other games launching on there that have associations with Superverse as well. But yeah, that is something that just came through as I was recording this video. Back to the channel, and you know what to do. Hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss any videos like this. And with that said, that's all I got for this one. You definitely want to lock in right now, because now's the time to lock in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.